Welcome to Modern Musings, conversations with the maiden, mother, and crone, looking at ourselves and the world through the lens of the 21st century. Hey, welcome back. This is Cindy Murray, and I'm your host today. Recently, I was watching an older episode of This Is Us, and one of the main characters, Kevin, went on a date, only to find out that his date was on a celebrity hall pass. And if you haven't heard what that is, that's when you have made an agreement with your significant other that if you ever have the opportunity to date or sleep with your favorite celebrity, then you get a pass, if you know what I mean. And my question is this a acceptable thing? I know a lot of people have someone that they've chosen as their hall pass, and my question I think is, do people really go through with that, or is it just a fun, imaginative thing? And also, who is your hall pass? So I did not disclose in my blog this week who my hall pass was, but I've had a longtime crush on Kiss's Paul Stanley, like since I was 13 years old, okay? And I think in my younger years, if he'd have said hey to me, I probably would have melted. But so my husband has always known that I have a crush on him, I hope. But I don't think I could go through with that, even as big of a crush as I have on him, and he's pretty hunky-dory to me. I don't think I could have done that. And I'm just kind of curious if you think you could or not.
Well, I think the thing about it is that when you're just talking about it, it's a fantasy. It's a joke.
I wouldn't really do it. It's a joke. It's a fantasy.
Okay, so in what percentage of my average Joe life would I actually come across my celebrity hot crush? So I'm just average Joe. But I mean, if you live in Hollywood and your, celebrity hot crush is Tom Cruise, and you go to that
coffee shop down the street
that he goes to, you might actually bump into him. So my reality is that I'm most likely not going to bump into my celebrity crush. So for me, it's just a silly joke.
Well, that comes
back.
I
don't actually have like a written contract with my husband, but we've joked around about it. Like, he's so cute. He'd be my man if he was here.
Yeah. But I don't know, because if you believe in the 6 degrees of separation, then it is totally feasible.
Oh, the Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. But because, it was originally 6 degrees of separation, and but it could happen. There's I lived in Lubbock, Texas, people. That's like the middle of nowhere. And lo and behold, my husband, who is an audio engineer, got a chance to work with Kiss, and they were in the studio with my husband. And, there was my opportunity to see my long-term crush.
Well, I have a funny story on that since one of my mom's favorite crushes was David Lee Roth. And we actually went to Pappadeaux's in Plano on Valentine's Day, and lo and behold, walks in David Lee Roth and his wife, and they sat down in the table right next to ours. And my mom was about to die. And of course, this was probably about 6 or 7 years ago, but, I'm sitting over here thinking, this guy looks familiar, and my mom is just eyeballing him. And I just think I just thought that was so funny. And my mom was like, no, you don't understand. He was so hot when he was younger. And I'm like, yeah, I don't understand. Sorry, David Lee Roth. But
I think that might be my husband's celebrity crush.
But yeah, my mom was just dying, and I was texting my dad, and my dad was like, you better take a picture. And I'm like, I don't want to be that person to be like, click.
Well, here's another question about that. Do you think the celebrity crush is only about the looks, or do other things kind come into play there, because one of the things I was looking at when I was kind of thinking about preparing a list of common celebrity crushes, because I was trying to think if I have any newer crushes. And one of the names that came up on the top list was Adam Driver, who I don't find to be particularly attractive to me. He's not ugly by any means, but then as I kind of read a little bit more about his bio, I was much more intrigued by him. Did you know that he is a Marine and a graduate of Juilliard?
Wow.
Now, to me, that is like, whoa.
And two different things,
That does
too.
make him a little bit hotter,
Yeah.
even
I
if you're
like
not a
his
Star
nose.
Wars fan.
I like his nose.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I think that's what
Kristen
I'm
has
going
a thing
with.
for
That's
noses.
exactly what I love about
Kristen
his
loves
face.
noses.
I love his
Kristen
nose.
likes noses.
So actually, that's a really good point. So one of mine is actually Keanu Reeves. He's a very handsome man, but I just love his personality.
Oh, he has a great personality.
And that's like, that is my celebrity crush on him, is that he's got the looks and he's like such a good person too.
Yeah, well, and
Yeah.
that does, I think that plays a lot into it. And I think also they don't necessarily have to be young people as well. Like for the longest time, I had a little bit of a crush on Sean Connery, not the young Sean Connery in James Bond, the older Sean Connery that was in,
King Arthur and
yeah, with the beard and the whole, and I don't even like beards. I hate beards.
Sean Connery's hot. I mean,
Yeah,
he
is.
was.
He really
I
is.
mean,
he still is.
yeah,
And he's hot old man.
how
He's,
old
I think he
is
passed
he?
away.
Did he pass away?
What?
I don't know.
have to
I
edit
don't
that
know.
out.
I mean, we may have to fact check that one.
Yeah.
But you know, George Clooney, he was pretty handsome when he was younger, but the older he gets, he's still
Better looking the older. he is.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford
yes.
definitely has aged very well. Brad Pitt has aged pretty well too. So there's still quite a few of those who are maybe getting a little older that are still pretty nice looking guys. So
Can I go back to Keanu Reeves for just a second?
Oh, yeah.
I really think that he's a time traveler, and that, or he just
Bill and Ted,
doesn't,
hello.
or he just doesn't age. I feel like Keanu Reeves
how
is
old
immortal. He's immortal
Close
and
to
he
your
doesn't
age.
age.
He's
that's
close to
what I
your
thought.
age.
He was like my age.
Yeah,
but
he
looks
doesn't
young.
age.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
sorry.
agree. Okay. So, you know, there's a lot of guys out there like Kit Harington, Adam. I know I've heard a lot of people talk about like Adam Levine and stuff, and not necessarily. Sometimes I think your celebrity crush is the opposite of the person you might go for in real life.
It's a wild fantasy.
Yeah, because like Adam Levine is tattooed from the neck down, and I'm not really crazy about tattoos. And
It's his voice. Definitely his voice.
I know, but I don't know, that picture of him on the motorcycle, that was pretty hot.
So here's one that has nothing to do with looks, but I would love to like make love to his mind. I love his brain. Seth MacFarlane.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
No,
I
he's
used
cute
to hate.
too.
He is.
No,
I used to
I
hate
love him.
Family Guy. I used to hate that show, but
but
I
he's
sat down
brilliant.
and watched it, and I was like, if you can get through the stupid parts of it,
I mean,
he's a genius.
He is a genius.
And
if you've
he
ever
does,
seen any
like,
of his other
almost
stuff.
all of those voices, and if you
Yeah.
haven't heard him sing, then you are missing out. He has a holiday. Oh my God, there it is, holiday album where he sings Christmas
I knew that
songs.
holiday thing would come in here
He
somewhere.
is a Christmas crooner. His voice is like butter, and for me, that's what I like about him is he's so multifaceted and he's a genius.
Okay, here's a weird one for you. Prince William or Prince Harry? Okay, so because Prince William was pretty cute when he was younger.
When Kristen and I were in high school,
He
he
was
was like on all the
heartthrob.
Teen Beat
and
magazines.
Prince Harry was
Just kind of but
yeah.
he's
But
getting
he's
cuter.
got
The
long
older
hair.
Harry gets, the cuter he gets. I'm sorry, Prince William, but you're starting to look more like your dad now.
Yeah, he's looking kind of older.
But, well, I mean, you know, think about the weight of having that crown on your head someday. That could be a lot of it too.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right. Well, obviously there's a lot of guys here to talk about. This conversation could go on and on forever.
Oh, yeah, for days.
So we want you to bring it to us over on the blog or the Facebook, social media. Find us over there, and let's see what you have to say. Is it okay? Would you do it? Would you not? And who is your celebrity hall pass?
Okay, we'd also like to offer special thanks to Red Door Studios, Creative Audio Tech, Mark Murray, and Rimshot Graphics for our music, gear, and graphics. Don't forget to continue the conversation. And next week, we are going to talk about goal setting. So not a holiday one, but we're going to talk about SMART goals and goal setting next week.
Join us next time for our Goals Girl segment as we continue on our Goals Girl
journey.
Yeah,
It is a journey. It's a journey of
self-improvement.
Self-improvement. Word loss day. I can't think of any words today.
Well, it makes it natural.
There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're having
just
a natural.
real people. Hey, y'all, we're just real people in the real world, sharing our life, our insight, and hoping that we inspire you to a better life. Next time.
Check you later.
Bye.